Fry, pro debut, 21 years old from Houma, Louisiana. He's the son of a female professional boxer, Tasha Burton. And actually, we got to see his mom. She fought on the last 116 show in Rainsville, the Rumble in Rainsville. Tasha Burton fought on that card. So her son is fighting on this card, making his pro debut, Terrell Fry. He's fighting Shaquille Cameron from Gadsden, Alabama. His coach is Philip Jones at the Crossroads Boxing Gym. He's got 17 amateur fights. Shout out to Kamir Robertson, Delashis Blackman, Javarius Robinson, Janice Pollette, Mike Young, Anthony Trice, Jeremy Curfew, and Ken John James. Shaquille is in the black and gold.
Our first contestant is fighting out of the blue corner, all the way from Houma, Louisiana. Let's give it up, making his professional debut, Mr. Terrell Fry.
Both these fighters have the same color trunks on.
And in the red corner, representing Gadsden, Alabama,
and the same color gloves.
Professional debut, Mr. Shaquille handgrenades Cameron.
So both these guys have the same color trunks.
Johnson will be your referee.
All right, this is good to me. This is good to me. Gentlemen, I have given you instructions in the dressing room. Do expect you to obey my commands at all times. Do I have any questions from red corner? Do I have any questions from the blue corner? Touch them up, gentlemen. Let's get ready to dance.
So Shaquille Cameron has the solid red gloves and golden shoes. Terrell Fry has the black and red gloves and solid black shoes. Both these guys got the same color trunks, so Fry's got the solid gold band on his trunks. Two debuts going at it. What would you do here, Ty?
Gosh,
Slow
the
down.
emotions that were running on my professional debut. But you want to come out there and be calm and composed the whole time if you can. Like I said, with all those emotions, that's kind of hard to do right now. Both guys coming out throwing pretty hard out of the gate. So we'll see what happens here in this first round.
We have an interesting dynamic, guys. We got a southpaw out here versus an orthodox fighter.
Yeah, you don't usually see that early on in careers. They usually try to match them up, you know, same fighting stance, just an easier matchup coming out on your debut, but hats off to him. Both these guys coming out swinging hard. Of course, Gadsden's only about 25 minutes down the road.
Shaquille landed some good left hooks there in that.
So Cameron brought him a little bit of a crowd with him from Gadsden. Both these guys look like they've got good fighting stances. Of course, Fry's mom's a pro boxer, and Cameron's had several amateur fights before turning pro. A little experience there.
Yeah, I think Cameron may have buzzed.
Good body shot by Cameron.
Really putting a combination together there, really throwing some double rights. That's great coming from a guy on his professional debut. That's really somewhat of an elite combination.
Both fighters to be in good shape. I believe this was a middleweight fight, 160?
I believe it is.
That's what they said. It looks like the scale might be a little off. These guys look pretty big. What I'm noticing here, guys, you know, we've mentioned at debut, there's more boxing here than brawling. And a lot of times you see that in debuts.
Absolutely. I'm tickled to death to see boxers coming out in debuts that are actually boxing. We had that in that first fight. I thought, oh man, you know, these guys were young in their career, but they both come out swinging and boxing.
Oh, really good right hand.
That's correct.
Cameron's
Straight left.
Cameron's dominating this round.
There's that southpaw straight left, guys.
Good body shots by Cameron.
Yeah, his punches are really starting to land home here at the end of the first round.
Fry survived the first round. That was a 10-9 round for Cameron all day long.
Matt, pull up the box rec, please. For the bout card, yeah.
We've got two good cruiserweight bouts coming, and both of the cruiserweight bouts, they're on the heavy end of cruiserweight. They're not on that small end, so they'll be ballooned up to heavyweight after they've rehydrated. So here we go, round number 2. What would you told Cameron in the corner?
Well, a lot of what he's been trying to do has been working, especially on the inside, but he needs to just maybe land that jab a little more to set some of his combinations up, and when he gets his man turtled up right there, really lay into him, because it looks like, well, what have we got here?
They didn't put his mouthpiece in.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you might need that if you like keeping your teeth.
That's an error on the part of the blue corner. I don't know if they got spit out.
Those straight lefts are really landing from the outside. He's putting those complications together now. I think this one might be about to get called.
He's got to show something. That ref is real close to stepping in there, but he let it continue. That's a good continuing.
Alabama's a little different, guys. Keep your eyes down here on the commission. They will call this fight from the side if they think it needs to be called.
He's taking one really long step with his right foot, and if he'd short step it and then take that long step, I think he'd land his straight left at range.
He's throwing a lazy jab and then a lazy right hand behind it, which is not good, because that's Fry is, because Cameron being a southpaw is going to come in there and just expose that.
Looks like Fry's trying to throw his punches hard, might be pushing them just a little bit, whereas he needs to throw them. Ooh, very good right uppercut landed there by Cameron. Fry still showing a lot of toughness and a good chin so far throughout this fight. Looks like Cameron is.
He needs to get out of that corner and move. He stayed like.
The ref steps in and calls it. That's a
good stoppage.
Very good stoppage.
You know, he got away with it in that red corner earlier in this round, and the ref let it continue, and he pivoted out, but he was taking too